Welcome to another new Smart Money video. And today I'd like to discuss a technique that millionaires use to double their money or more. And it is the technique of other people's money and leverage. What do I mean by this? Very simply, we see this demonstrated in real estate a lot. For example, if you're going to buy a $500,000 apartment that people will rent, you put $100,000 down as a deposit, 20%, and you finance the other $400,000. This is important because what you're doing is that you're using other people's money, the bank's money, to finance the rest of the property. You're not using your capital to finance all of the transaction. This means that you can do many more deals over a shorter period of time, and as long as those are healthy and reasonably good deals, this is a good strategy to employ. If you're using leverage and you keep choosing bad deals, it's going to negatively impact you. So you're investing in good deals, you're setting up good investments. You have $100,000 down for a total property value of $500,000. After a year, the market has been quite buoyant and you see a 10% increase in the value of the property. So it moves from $500,000 to $550,000, which is great, a 10% increase on the value of property. But here's where the millionaire trick comes in, because you actually only used $100,000 of your money. You see, you now have $150,000 of value. You used $100,000, so you have increased your money in 1 year by 50%, and that is a millionaire hack for creating wealth. Another hack that is used is to find things that are below market value. Now this becomes increasingly more difficult, although in recent times, due to the instability of the financial markets, you might find more of these deals becoming available. So be on the lookout for things that are below market value. Now, the only way you get to understand if something is truly below market value is if you understand what its value is in the first place. And this means you need to put in a fair amount of effort to go around and to understand what things are worth in a particular area, or if we're talking about stocks and investments, what should that stock be worth? In your mind, you should understand whether it is cheap or expensive. You're then able to get something at below market value. You're able to get something at a discount, so to speak. This is instantly creating wealth for you. And the same can be done with stocks where you use leverage. However, we have to remember with leverage, yes, we are multiplying the potential gains we can get, but we're also multiplying the potential losses. Now, leverage in stocks is particularly dangerous, and I caution that you use this with a lot of wisdom and practice. A top tip for trading is to do it slowly. I remember 15 years ago or so when I started trading, I wanted to be a millionaire overnight, and that is definitely the wrong approach and wrong idea. The best thing to do is to invest a little, learn a little, then increase the amount of risk you're taking, increase the amount of money that you're risking. So start with something small, $10, risk $10. And then once you've traded that profitably for a while, increase it and risk $20. And then you can scale it up to a number that is meaningful for you from a wealth point of view. But the point is you scale slowly and you scale steadily. And this enables you to handle the movements of the market and also to manage yourself. Because the biggest thing in trading, and hit the like button if you're enjoying this video, the biggest thing in trading stocks, shares, commodities, or anything else is your emotions and yourself. You determine how much profit you make. If you can't manage yourself, you can't manage your investments. If you can't manage yourself, you can't manage the market. You can't manage your real estate. And you will get frustrated and upset and have irrational decisions taking place. I'm going to make a video on how millionaires make decisions. If you want to see that sooner, please comment down below. The other form of leverage that I'd like to discuss is other people's time. So we discussed other people's money, the bank's money, or perhaps a financial institution's money within real estate and stocks. Now I would like to discuss other people's time. And this is an important one. If you want to grow a business that functions apart from you and generates anything close to a passive income, you're going to need to master using other people's time. And it is quite a tricky thing to do, but it is a very simple concept. Simply put, you manage others, you lead others, and as you do that, they generate a multiplying effect of what you're trying to achieve. So if you have a vision for a company or a product that you would like to sell and distribute, bringing others on board can really help you accelerate it. However, if you have not invested the time to understand management and leadership, you end up creating more problems. And it's just like leveraging other people's money. It creates more risk, overhead. You have to carry salaries. You have to make sure that people are well taken care of and staff welfare, meeting the legal requirements and having the right insurances in place, ensuring taxes are paid. There's a lot of effort that can go into it. And yes, you can use other people's time to manage the taxes and the legalities and the management. But you need to make sure that it's done right and properly. Otherwise, the downside is quite large, as with any leverage and any multiplying effect. When it is not done properly, it causes more harm than good. However, the secret that millionaires have is that they all leverage other people's time and other people's money. I'd like to share a top tip around managing other people that I have learnt over the last 18 years. And I have managed teams from 5 people all the way through to 250 people. And I've found the concept works the same for all of them. Now, the top tip is servant leadership. And what do I mean by that? I mean this: the best way to lead people is not from an authoritarian standpoint. You must do this. The best way to lead people is to create a vision that is bigger than them, that is bigger than your company, that is genuinely going to make an impact to the customers and the world in general, and then to help people discover the resources and abilities and skills and passion they have towards that vision. So it is really about finding the golden people, helping them to understand, articulate, and get focused on what they're good at and on what they can really succeed and grow in. And this is actually not too difficult to do, but it does require your time, and it requires active listening. So a lot of one-on-one meetings with people. You certainly need to ensure you have a culture of servant leadership in the organization that you create, whether it be a team of 5 or a team of 50 or 250 or 5,000. If you have a servant leadership culture where people are listening to what others are saying, hearing about skills and passion, and then finding ways to direct this towards the company's vision, there is a good chance of success and a multiplication effect taking place. This is how to successfully leverage other people's time, because you will not only multiply your own wealth, you will multiply theirs and their enjoyment of the workplace. So I hope you enjoyed that millionaire video today, where we looked at leverage and how it can work within finance and also in terms of other people's time. I hope you're finding these videos useful and helpful. Please remember to share them with those who you think it's useful, and like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.